All right, last ability known to me at this time. There are many more abilities that we aliens do have, but Sean just has plucked 10 of our abilities, and maybe in future video series we'll start uploading one at a time instead of just like 50 videos all at once. Um, but we wanted this to be like a whole series of videos that people can maybe pick and choose maybe which ones. They're not going to sit down and listen to all the whole thing, Sean, but this is going to be a long video about how we can be useful to society. um, our ability that we have is to enter the consciousnesses of everybody on the planet and instantaneously gain their thoughts. um, and go back to that. We don't want to talk about that just yet. We can go around the planet, and Sean has also tried to use this ability in his day trading, to try to gain some knowledge into what people are thinking out there, and it's worked out okay for Sean. But we don't really bring Sean much information about, say, the stock market or crypto. We've tried to use our ability to go around and go into like a bunch of the rich people on the planet and like see where they're gonna send their money. He's tried to do that to some limited success, I guess. Um, but we can just instantly get everybody's thoughts on everything at like any point in time. It's pretty incredible that we can do that. We think so, anyways. Um, we don't help Sean as much as you might think. This might seem like extremely helpful and extremely useful. Um, but it doesn't help Sean as much as you might think. And we will open up a whole bunch of this stuff to a whole bunch of other people after people start understanding and kind of giving Sean credit for discovering aliens. Because this is the discovery of aliens videos. Um, just continue on, Sean. We noticed that the Americans have been printing some money into their sales tax figures. Unlike Canada and some other nations, the United States manually prints money into their sales tax figures. This is the reason the American economy is doing much better than Canada's recently. Yeah, Sean has noticed, just from doing a lot of crypto stuff, that the United States dollar has been doing very, very well. It used to be like a 1.3x to the Canadian dollar. Now it's at like a 1.5x to the Canadian dollar. And it's just like risen rapidly recently. And it's actually, we think that in part because the United States has just been printing more money. They've just been printing way more money than the other nations, and there's just like more money to go around in the United States than like some other countries. And it's actually really smart what the States is doing. And Sean, this isn't Sean speaking, by the way. We just want to say that he's not claiming he knows these things. The alien that has been inside everybody is claiming this, and it's not Sean. It's through Sean. He is like our host, I guess you could say. But this isn't Sean. Sean doesn't know these things. This was all brought to him by the alien that's inside of him. Yeah, the American economy is doing much better than Canada's because they've been printing way more money. All government-funded entities such as the healthcare system, the energy sector, education, and infrastructure development, just to name a few, have access to like more money. So all like the government workers are just, their wages are higher because because they get paid by the government, right? And when the government has access to more money, when it's manually printed into there, so say you have $10 billion in like it's way more than that. Like say you have $300 billion in sales tax from everybody, they just like print in an extra like $50 billion just to say, hey, these are the sales tax figures that we had, and we like manually increase it. And that's what the States is doing way more than other countries, especially Canada. We want Canada to start doing that. Canada, please start printing more money. And this a smart way that you can do it is the way the States has been doing it. And we're kind of outing the States in doing this, but the way that they've been doing it's really smart, and it should be done behind the scenes. And we probably shouldn't be doing it like this and saying it to everybody in the world that this is the way that they're doing it. But we're doing it anyway, Sean. Just continue on with the video. Yeah, they just have more money. The sales tax money that the Canadian government has access to should be manually increased like the Americans. Much of the tax money ends up being lost in flawed systems as well. Like they end up like taxing the taxes a lot, and money just gets lost. So money needs to be like manually printed into the sales tax figures. That would be very very helpful for economies around the world, just to print some more money and just have access to. It's not. You would think that it would be inflate, like there would be an inflation issue, but prices haven't really been rising too bad recently, and we just need to print more money, and people just need more money. And this is how the aliens are trying to be useful on the planet. We've just noticed some things about the way certain governments kind of run their ships, and this is something that the States is doing that they're having like success in comparison to some other countries, especially Canada. And we're talking about Canada because that is where Sean resides, and he wants the economy to start doing a whole lot better. And then Canada just needs to print some more money. And this is again the alien saying this, and not Sean. But Sean just kind of generally like agrees with us here, I guess. But this is what we brought to Sean and what we're bringing to the world. Wages for Canadians are pathetic in comparison to that of the States, in part because of this. Again, because of the sales tax figures are manually increased, saying that, oh, these are the amount of sales taxes that we had in our repertoire, in our account here. And it's generally a good thing for people and governments to do, is just to print some more money. We all need more money rolling around. And say that, Sean. Sean's just thought of if people don't really think about this, but more like a lot of money, people just think like there's like a certain amount of money in the world. But if you say if you raise the population of a country, but the money, like the physical amount of money like remains the same, there's less money to go around for people, right? So like we need to in like countries that have like a growing population, they like physically need to print more money, right, in order for there to be like more money in circulation, like literally. So print more money, governments of the world.